Okay guys, I gotta one-hand this video. So this is a little review of the 100-piece piercing needle kit. So it arrives in just a regular white bag that normally when stuff comes from China comes in like a really thin bag, and it was wrapped in this little like foam material. And yeah, so far I'm looking. I already opened it, looked through it. I didn't count them because I'm just like, okay, it looks like there's quite a bit in there, so it's not like they're gonna rip you off, especially for such a cheap price. So far, the biggest gauge I've seen was 10 gauge, and these things look monstrous. And all like, that's definitely gonna put a hole in somebody when you if you go to pierce them with a 10 gauge. I'm not sure exactly what a 10 gauge would be used for, so if anybody could just comment below and tell me. I mean, I know some people, they just want to go for a straight shot, to start gauging their ears and whatnot. The only thing I can think of is probably like the industrial piercing, but other than that, I'm not sure what a 10 gauge needle would be used for other than those two things. Here we have 15 gauge, and one of the smaller ones, and let's stump it up so we can go through them. Okay, that looks like that's definitely the smallest looking one. This is 20 gauge. Trying to get it to focus. There we go. This is a 20 gauge needle. Almost reminds me of like sewing needles. That's how thin these look. They're very thin. Let's see what's next. 12 gauge. I'm not sure if we already said 12. I think that was, so what was that, 15? Yeah. So there's 12 gauge. It's supposed to be like, I think it tells you on their page like how many of the different gauge needles you get. 15 gauge, 13 gauge. It was weird though, when I pulled the package out, there was like one needle by itself that was a 16 gauge just randomly in there, not connected to anything, unless it fell off, but I doubt it. What's this one? Oh, okay, that's more 20 gauge needles. These are so thin. Be afraid. Like, they look like syringes. That's what they remind me of. Okay, let's see. We got more 14 gauges, some more 16 gauges. 16 gauge is what I used, or no, 14 gauge is what I used to pierce my bridge. I did that with the piercing kit from Wish. I just wish I had a smaller bar. That's what I gotta order next. I mean, it didn't even hurt though. Like, the needles are just that sharp. I didn't feel no pain. I went to poke my skin, so I'm like looking in the mirror, and I go to poke it. It already went halfway in. I didn't feel anything. I was surprised. Oh God, that light is blinding. I can't even see now. I'm guessing that says 16. Or no, that's 18 gauge. God dang. I can barely see because having that light shine. But they give you, they definitely give you your money's worth. Especially like, say you want to start piercing for your friends, or you're learning how to pierce. Whoa. What is, yeah, the 10 gauge. Like I said, 10 gauge, man, these look freaking monstrous. Like, they look like they will they will hurt you. Like, my gosh. But yeah, that's my short little review video. And I'd say it's definitely worth it. It took a little while to get here, but it definitely, like always from Wish, the items always arrive before the date. So at least they give you a good time frame of when to expect it. I have yet to have a late delivery from them. So definitely thank you, Wish. for your on-time delivery, early delivery, as I should say. I've always seen reviews, like bad reviews about people complaining, saying that their items arrived or never arrived. Like they would arrive late or just never show up. So yeah, it's my review, and I hope that helped with making the decision to go on and purchase. Oh yeah, that's another thing. When I pulled it out of the envelope, the plastic bag that was over the needles, that the needles were in themselves, already had like a tear at the bottom, because you can see they somewhat sealed it over here. But yeah, I mean that it's not a problem. It's just say if the needles came out of this bag, somehow made it through this, then they could have punctured out. Because some of these, I'm trying to find one that shows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think I found one right here. See how the ball isn't on the tip. Just say by chance that needle poked out through there, it would have went right through. I mean, it probably would have went through everything as it is, and it could, potentially could have hurt like the mail carrier or anybody handling the package itself, or you would have had a lost piercing needle. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.